episode of I Am Me with A&P. I'm super excited. I've got a phenomenal couple that's come through from our CXO community. They will be speaking into their entrepreneurship as well as their life. So I'm just going to get them to introduce themselves.
What is up, everyone? Thanks for having us here. My name is Roy. I am 28, currently residing in Manirewa, born and raised there, and I am a Samoan entrepreneur, been in the space for 4 years. Thank you.
And I'm Dionne. I'm 26, born and raised in South Auckland, Takanini. And yeah, been doing the Enagic biz for the last 4 years now.
Wow. All right, guys, I've got an interesting question for you guys because I know for a fact you guys are a couple that united within our collective. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, the question is, how did it all happen?
Honestly, guys, I'll give you guys some tips. Make sure you clean up after yourself. Be the last. No, it's not good to be the last one at events, but I was usually the last one at events, and I'd always help her clean.
So
yeah,
That's cute.
back in the day when like the Legacy Collective first formed, I used to host like get-togethers and drink-ups at my house with the team, and then it just so happened he was always there. We were always just kind of like mates, eh? Like we'd just talk to each other, but it was never anything serious. Yeah. And then every time I would have these drinks or would go out together, he'd always help me clean up my house.
Was that on purpose, Leroy? Was that the game plan?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Was it?
Nah, it wasn't. Initially, it was not.
You were just purely being helpful.
Yeah. I wasn't interested in looking into relationship at that time because at that time I was just trying to fix my life, so I wasn't really looking for anything. But then it just happened.
Yeah, and he never tried to like do anything to me or like try anything.
Guys, I called her sis.
Moral of the story: keep calling someone sis; they'll eventually be your partner. I love that. So, how long have you guys been together now since you guys started dating?
Oh, fun fact: we do not know. We don't have an anniversary date because we don't know. It's just
that's
we don't
cute
really.
Because it just kind of just fused itself
we don't
together.
like to put a date or anything. Or
I guess every day's an anniversary, right?
Every day's like
every day's a blessing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, you guys are so cute. Okay, so all right. So you guys stepping into being entrepreneurs. Now let's talk about how you guys came upon this opportunity. Mm-hmm. Who were the people that really ignited that fire in you for you guys to want to jump into the Enagic business?
For me, I actually looked into a different organization prior to Enagic. It was like a crypto, and then I was looking through this person's highlights, and Shannara was in there, but for the Enagic business. And then I followed Shannara, and then that's when I started having a look at what she was doing. She was with Enagic. I went on to like one of their very first masterclasses they ever did.
What was that masterclass like, I have to ask?
So long.
How long? Because we've literally cut it down to 30 minutes, 40 minutes. What was it like back in that time?
Then it was like 2 days.
See, guys, be grateful that it's not 2 days.
Yeah, I actually didn't watch all of it, and then I didn't do like any follow up with her, didn't reach back out, and she reached back out to me. I rewatched it, sat on it for a bit, then I decided to jump on a call. Yeah.
Because like you have a side hustle already. Was that already in that time, or did you come about your rentals throughout your Enagic?
Rentals started throughout me doing Enagic.
You're pretty flash.
I think you're actually solo traveling at that time when you actually started that business.
I was solo traveling and I invested while I was overseas to start it. I bought it off my best friend.
So like how old were you when you invested into the Enagic business? And then you went into, because what do you call your rentals? Is it
Dream Rentals?
Dream Rentals, guys. Make sure you guys follow her. She's got some amazing dresses.
I was 22 when I invested into Enagic.
Man, at 22, I was partying like a rock star. I didn't even think about that kind of stuff. Like, where did the mentality come from?
Trust, I was partying too.
Yeah?
No, I was always a bit of a party girl. Always loved going out, drinking. I was doing drink ups at mine, guys. Want to be in my team? We'll go have some drinks now.
How about you, Leroy? Like, how did you come into the business? Who was the person, pushed you into the business to want to understand it deeper?
I was just scrolling just like how everyone else does on Instagram, and
Yeah.
I happened to come across a live that the Core Four were doing. The four women who started the Legacy Collective at the time. I just seen them speaking about their goals and just achieving like all these different things.
Yeah.
And what really stuck out to me was actually my upline Nara. Um, what was relatable was that she was from the same neighborhood I was from, Manideo. So
That's
just
cool.
just seeing her be successful was like, man, why can't I get a piece of that? So I actually didn't reach out to her when I started. I just went all in because at that time I was actually unknowingly I wanted to look for something because my mum got sick. So that was more like the push to try and look for something, and then obviously come across them doing a live, and I haven't looked back since. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
And what year was that? 2000 and...
I think it was late 2021. Yeah.
Wow, you guys have been around for a while.
Yeah.
So you guys have seen like everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
But in
Yeah.
fact, is that money is a tool and it can help us solidify so much more for our people and for our parents.
Mm.
Because I've watched you, Leroy, and you've become really good with money. And that's because of your partner and just
Yeah.
listening in on her family conversations. And I do love to watch your guys' content. It's a breath of fresh air. It's very different from a lot of our content makers in our business. So I want to hear, like, what's the money vibe now for you compared to what it was living paycheck to paycheck? Now you actually have a savings.
Yeah. I've always shared this on like having a savings back then with my mum, and would always have $0 in it because
Yeah,
we keep
yeah,
dipping back into it.
100%. I think it's because we know it's in there and you can just
Yeah.
touch it.
But I think now it's like I would say it's still a work in progress. Like obviously you want
At
to
least
get
you're
better.
working on it.
Yeah, so I'm definitely like way better than what I was in the past. Like I couldn't even my bank accounts were in overdraft.
I think that's all of us.
Yeah, and I
I think we
remember-
all went through
yeah,
something like that.
I also remember when I spoke about it, we were at the event or the workshop that you, Frankie, and
Yeah.
Emma ran, and we were speaking about like your financial thermostat, and I was just sharing with everybody. So for those who don't know what that is, it's like basically the limit you give yourself. Like let's say you need $1,000 or you have $1,000 and that's where you're comfortable with. Once it drops below $1,000 in your bank account, then that's when you start to panic and really kick into action and want to make more money. So I was just sharing with everyone that day that my financial thermostat was on overdraft. Yeah, like it wasn't even $1.
Is that what you said at the workshop?
Yeah, because it was the truth.
Oh, that's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna lie. I'm like, man. I'm definitely blessed though to have come across with Dee, obviously, because the conversations that they have at home, like she has all those.
I hear, yeah,
her
I
brothers,
saw
yeah.
you taping a bit of it. Like,
Yeah,
so let's talk about money.
yeah.
Because I haven't even dived into this with any of our other peeps that have come through. So Dionne, yeah, let's hit Dionne up with this one. When it comes to money, because let's be honest, a lot of Pacific Māori people, we get money and then you pay all the bills and whatever's left, you go and buy a McDonald's feed and you like, it just goes.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, so sorry.
No, you're all good. What have you done to be successful in your journey of, looking after money?
I will say that I had the privilege of learning like financial literacy growing up. Like both my parents are really good with their money. My mum actually wasn't when she first met my dad.
And then dad.
And then dad showed my mum and was like, get rid of the higher purchases.
God bless you, Dad.
Honestly, God bless him.
I know.
He's the man.
You're the man.
He's the man.
You hear that, Tim?
Yeah, you're the man, Tim.
And he's famous. People asking, they always say they love your dad's content.
I will say, like, everything that he knows is the basics.
But that's what you
And
need, right?
Exactly. That's what I feel like a lot of people, they try and overcomplicate the whole like thing to do with money, but it's just knowing the basics really well and
Yeah.
just implementing them.
So what would be one of the basics?
discipline with holding your money, like just holding, even if it's $10
Yep.
from your paycheck, and then gradually increasing it to like $50 a week, $100 a week, putting money aside, being spending within your means, or actually even below your means. So if you have a look at all your expenses that you have, your paycheck shouldn't be lower than your expenses. Your paycheck should always be higher, right?
Yeah.
So that you can pay your bills and have money left over. So making sure like everything that you're doing, if you genuinely can't afford to go out, like don't go out. It's just those little things.
And that's
like,
the problem. When people don't have money, they go and like borrow from someone else, and then
Exactly.
come to the next pay, they have to pay it back, and then they're back in
Exactly.
yeah. Then
That
you're
was
back
me.
to sub-zero because
Buying,
you
it's just like buying things that you don't need, buying things you can't afford, like a pair of shoes on Afterpay. It all adds up. You don't realize it at the time, but after a while it becomes like a habit, and it's ingrained in your brain that it's okay to do
and it
that.
becomes repetitive,
Yes.
just a cycle.
Yeah, but if you stick to the basics of just knowing your expenses, spending below your means, holding your money, you'll go real far.
Do you feel like that's how you guys have been able to travel because of
Yeah.
sticking to that?
Yep.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's freaking amazing, and that's so basic.
Yes, it's literally the basics.
But like nobody knows like money literacy, as sad as it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like schools should already have this within year 9 all the way to year 13. But there's one school's got literacy now. I'm not too sure what school it is, but there's a college in NZ that does it now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's an important thing to have in schools, you know, because there's life skills that you
Agreed.
obviously.
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Algebra, honest to who? Have you guys have you guys ever
Division.
used
I
algebra?
didn't even remember what
Hey,
it
hey,
is.
division. Have we ever used division? I'm like, I think probably the biggest thing I use is plus.
Yeah, just
Like,
plus and time.
That's it. And takeaway.
Minus.
Yeah, that's what.
Take away everything with 0 at the bottom. Oh, that's crazy. So, like, how do you guys balance life with having a full-time business, and then you have your dream rentals, and then you have, I know you're still in your 9 to 5. Dionne, are you on a 9 to 5, or you're just strictly on the business?
Strictly on the business.
And how have you found that?
Yeah, I love it because obviously I have the freedom and the time. I would still go back to a 9 to 5. Like I'm actively actually looking to go back into a job.
Because what did you used to do in your 9 to 5 previous to just being an entrepreneur?
I worked for a government agency at the airport.
Wow.
So yeah, and it was a really good job, really good pay. And then with the business, I was able to leave that job. But yeah, I would still go back into a job.
Yeah, you're
sure.
missing the social aspect of it, or is it just wanting to be back into the 9 to 5 in general?
A lot of aspects. Like the social side. You also like when you're running a business. Well, for this in particular, we have our community, which is amazing. But also, like, I just want to learn new skills and more things. And I feel like I was learning that when I was in a job because you're learning from other people as well. Like, I just want to keep learning and not just be sitting around kind of, you know?
Yeah. That's cool. What about you, Leroy? What is your plan in terms of, just your business and work, and are you finding everything just balancing at the moment?
Yeah, right now I'm still like I'm trying to find the work business life balance, but I wouldn't knock off our online business for anything, to be honest, because it's definitely paid me in so many ways, not just money, but time, time to be present. So with work, I actually took like, was it 2 years? Well, just over 2 years. Yeah, I took 2 years off.
Oh wow!
Of working. Yeah, I took 2 years off working. And just focused on the online business. I pretty much did that for 2 years. And yeah, I actually just went back because obviously you want stability, more stability with alongside your alongside my business, but also having two streams was just giving me more choices as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
So the more income I had, like,
The more you could
things-
save
yeah, the more I could save.
and like get past that $1,000 threshold and just
definitely.
maintain.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
many factors into why I wanted to go back, and also like getting back into like a routine. I actually enjoyed the work environment.
Yeah.
Like even today, like to this day, I actually like I don't really have a bad day.
You know what? You're like me. I love
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with working a 9 to 5.
But it's crazy because people think to become an entrepreneur, you have to work like you have to throw it out and just focus on being an entrepreneur. You have to do what you need to before you can do what you want to. And that 9 to 5,
I like that
that's
one.
awesome, mate. And
like
that's what
that one.
I stick to because I love what I do. So, do what you need to before you can do what you want to.
Yep.
Right?
that.
Because
Mhm.
then you become too overindulged and you start to forget your accountability on what you're actually doing.
You're spot on.
Right?
You're spot on.
Right. And
Yeah.
so that's why, looking into being an entrepreneur and hearing people leave their jobs, I'm like, just be cautious. Like it's a blessing to have a 9 to 5, like where we're at, because our parents worked a 9 to 5
Mhm.
and they were able to solidify a stable platform for us to be able to invest into this kind of space. Like, because everyone's different. Like you've got people like Nara successful, like her drive and mentality in the business is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like she's created it. Like
Yeah.
she has like thousands of people that look up to her. Now that's freaking amazing. But then you've got others that you need to build that up first. You're not going to be the next Nara.
Mhm.
Yeah, everyone's different.
But that's what makes us all unique and beautiful, is because like, you get to look up to someone, but then you get to possibly surpass that person if you truly believe in what your goal is and what exactly you're going for. Because when you guys started this business, what exactly was the goal when you first started?
When I first started it,
I feel like your one was
it's-
travel.
Yeah, mine was definitely.
Yeah, because I think I
traveling.
saw snippets of your content back in those days.
Yeah. When I first started, it was because I wanted to travel more. I absolutely love traveling, but I feel like it's kind of just like it still is traveling more. I think it's just changed a little bit.
What do you think? Like you're coming into the whole building a family, possibly? Like, is it coming into that realm now?
Yeah.
Like coming in
more bigger picture.
correct, and it's
Yeah.
like starting to just mold into itself now.
Yeah, and because I've now had the taste of traveling, and you kind of realize like it's amazing, but there's a bigger picture.
Because where have you
It's not
traveled?
just, through the business, like funded by a business, has been Bali, Vietnam twice,
Wow.
Thailand twice, Philippines,
Wow.
Japan.
Japan's really lovely, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it with business.
Hey, just casually.
overseas.
That's it.
Man.
People could only dream going to one of those destinations, but just that. I've just been to
That's it,
Bali,
guys.
Thailand, Vietnam. And what about together? Where have you guys traveled together?
Just Thailand and Bali.
Can you not
And
can you not be the
Vietnam.
just Bali?
Bali, Thailand,
That's
Vietnam.
amazing.
Oh yeah, 3 places.
That's
And
amazing.
Vietnam was our last one. I forgot.
You guys are freaking, that's amazing. Like you guys should be so proud of yourselves being able to travel. Like it's not cheap.
Nah, like actually, I had no ambitions to travel before business, just because I didn't believe I could.
So
due to
how did
me,
that switch?
making more money, really. Like,
Yeah?
yeah, definitely making more money, and obviously meeting somebody who, because I was more like of a homebody.
This was him to me. No, I'm never leaving Rewa hard. I'm like, more places.
Rewa hard.
You know what? It's either Rewa or 275.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the business definitely opened my eyes to different possibilities, and traveling was only one of them.
Yeah.
If I hadn't, stepped into the space, I would have not had the ambitions to travel. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I love watching you guys. It's two different worlds collide, and then it turns into something pretty phenomenal. And you guys are utilizing it really well in terms of you're like helping so many people with your 1 minute 1 minute speaking, and you talk about finances, and you did it within 30 days. And that was something you were focusing on, and you spoke a lot about money, and I think that's going to be super educational for our people.
Yeah, definitely. But like, because I put a post or like a reel up on Instagram not long ago, and it was just speaking about like how obviously these convos weren't normal, like money convos weren't normal. I'd say in my Samoan household, like at home, that wasn't normal. But I was actually surprised to see like in my comment section that there were many like there are a few islander homes that do have those conversations. Because it was pretty rare to me. Because like growing up, like any
Well, you know what I've always heard all my life from my parents is, as long as you can pay your bills, you're good. I think that's the most horrible thing you could ever think as a person, because it's kind of like, are you just living to pay your bills and that's it? Like, where's the ambition? Where's the thinking outside of the circle, and thinking that you can have more?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and time doesn't stop. Time will keep going regardless if you're happy or sad. Time's still going to keep going, and you're much more happy at your 9 to 5.
Definitely.
Yeah, and now you're contemplating going back to 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So you guys are in a good headspace. And what keeps you guys in that headspace as individuals, not as a couple, but as individuals?
Like just being happy.
Yeah.
No, I genuinely just feel grateful for what I do have and what I've achieved.
Yep.
What's coming. I'm surrounded by really good people. I have a loving family, loving partner. Everything's just good.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing as you.
But when it's like that, it's really, for me, it's really easy to just be happy about life.
Yeah,
and be
100%.
grateful. You got to find those things that make you feel like that.
That's awesome. And it's actually really simple, guys. It's called being grateful.
Yeah. No, honestly, it is. It definitely
is.
Gratitude.
I totally get it.
Yeah, it's definitely gratitude that makes me a happier person every day. Being grateful for the little things like waking up and seeing my family. Like,
Yeah.
Having the time to actually do things I want to do in life, and I think it's definitely gratitude that keeps me happy every day.
I think one of my biggest gratitudes is seeing my family walk through the door daily. Like, I always take a breath in when I see them. Like, this is good. Because everyone takes that for granted. Because there's going to be one day that person doesn't walk through that door.
Yeah, that's cool. Even for me, like every day, like even till like this day, my mum messages me every day.
I love that.
Hey, she does. Hi son, make sure you drive like safe.
That's beautiful.
And I never take that for granted.
Yeah, because there's going to be a day where you won't receive that text, and then it's kind of like, oh.
Yeah, but like especially with when mum had her breast cancer scare, and then she had to have surgery to
remove
one side of her.
How was she? How long ago was that?
This was back in 2019 or 2020? Oh no, 2020, just before I started the business.
Yeah. So was that was your eye opener?
Yeah, for me that was the eye opener, because I just remember getting that phone call from her, and she was just bawling her eyes out, crying. And
that's so sad.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I was like, damn, I don't want to be at work.
Yeah, 100%.
So I asked the manager if I could go, obviously go cater to mum, be there for her and whatever. I didn't know how I was going to help her, but just be there for her.
And I think that's it. It's just being there.
Yeah.
Because, I get you. Because my brother was diagnosed with terminal illness 4 years before he died. So, like, it doesn't even matter if you know they're going to die. It's so yuck. Like, just the feeling. But then at the same time, so grateful that you got to spend that time. You know? But, like, people don't understand what life is until you lose someone super close.
I haven't had that.
Yeah, and that's a blessing. Like to not have to. Oh, look, my auntie's coming for kangaroo water.
Why Auntie is here to come pick up her water.
Hey, at least you're utilizing it.
I know. Yes, my auntie just picked up some kangaroo water.
No, that's cool.
How about you guys? Does anyone else drink the water, or just you guys at the moment?
Like for me, I have a friend that he usually comes up. He's a water blaster, has his own business. But sometimes when he is in Auckland, he always stops in Tamihana. Yeah, so
that's cute.
he always stops in and fills up his like those big bottles that you have.
I know.
So
But it only lasts for like 3 to 4 days. So my auntie
Yeah.
like tries to use it super fast, and she comes back. She literally lives around the corner.
that's cool that you have family close though.
Yeah,
Cool for mum too.
100%. So, like, are there any books that you guys would say have helped you through your journey of being entrepreneurs and just living life?
I think yours would be the Atomic Habits.
Yeah, I quite like the Atomic
I literally just gave that to
Habits.
the Lolo sisters when they were
Oh,
here.
really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm a logical thinker, and I just like the logic behind Atomic Habits.
1%ers each day,
Yeah, just
vibes.
all about it.
Totally
and
get it. But that's you showing up every day.
Yeah, it just becomes a habit.
100%.
Everything's just a habit, and it just becomes natural.
I always tell Dionne this, like, I'm always like giving like just say like good things to the boys. Like for instance, we have one of the boys who worked with us, and last year when I first started, he just was just always like on a down buzz. Like he wanted more, and he really was into mechanic. So yesterday was actually his last day, and he actually went and
Yay!
did the mechanic. But it was
Awesome.
just breathing belief into them.
And that's it. And that's it. That's a good leader.
Yeah, I feel like I'm slowly like
Look at this
I'm
guy.
really
Sorry about you.
Yeah,
What?
it's cool.
Oh, no, it's so
That's
true.
It's so true,
though.
yeah.
Like,
beautiful.
I honestly hear the stories
That's
almost
beautiful.
every single day when he comes home. He's never unhappy when
I
he
love
comes home.
that.
He's always got something positive to say about
Mm.
his team, or like that he had a conversation with this person, or there are these people that came into his work last week, and they did like a financial teaching, and they were talking to everyone about like how to be good with your money and stuff, all things he already knows now.
Mm.
And he said like this is something he wants to do for, like, brown people, because I feel like it would come across better, and it would come across better coming from another brown person.
Yeah. So it kind of got me
Awesome.
thinking because he was talking about like being financially fit and all that kind of stuff, and KiwiSaver mortgage, all that kind of different thing, all those things that like now I know because of Dee and her family. But it was cool just being on that table with some of our brown brothers as well on my work team. Like these were all fresh to them, So
And you would never have known this had you guys not collaborated,
yeah,
like
but
through business and just in your relationship. Like,
yeah.
I love how you listen to each other, guys.
Not all the
Listen,
time.
but
Oh,
but
I
it
hope
sounds
I
like
hope
you
she's
guys.
listening to
It
me.
sounds like you guys listen to each other and embrace it, because I feel like a lot of couples, it goes through one ear and out the other.
Well,
It
it
did
does.
for a while.
Yeah.
But,
You're learning to
Yeah.
listen and build on it.
Yeah. for
See, that's
sure.
beautiful. Guys, listen. Okay. But you guys are part of the leadership, right?
yes.
Yeah. And how do you guys find that? Like, how do you guys find that? What's the experience around that? And how does it help you guys grow as leaders?
I'd say it puts on a bit of pressure,
Mm.
which is always good. It's always good to be
100%.
under pressure. I think it just grows you more. Good to, like, what's it called? When everyone's like throwing ideas?
Collaborating.
Yeah,
like,
collaborating, bouncing ideas off each other. Yeah, I like it. It's just good pressure.
Yeah, for me, it's the thing I liked about it was understanding that there are different types of leading styles.
Yeah,
oh, that's a
for
good
sure.
one too.
But yeah, definitely because I thought like Mara's way was the only way.
Yeah.
You should lead. But
We all lead so differently.
but yeah, everybody
Yeah.
leads so
Yeah.
differently.
Is there anyone in the group that leads similar though?
I don't reckon.
No, I feel like everyone's different in their own way.
Everyone's got their strengths.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their weaknesses.
Yeah.
We're total opposites.
Yeah. So like for example, for me and her leading style is more like
Get it done.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like to the point.
Prioritize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I'm more of like a nurturer.
It'll come, man. Like,
Yeah.
we'll get there. Just relax. Like, you know,
Yeah. And
I'm more of the nurturer, and that's why I like our
it combines really well.
It's because like we take the load off each other in terms of like
I've
good cop, bad
Bad
cop.
cop. Yeah, yeah. Now you know. Now you go.
Me to
Hey,
me.
those ones. Now you know how you're going to pair it.
Yeah, I'm lenient. I'm too lenient. That's it.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with being too lenient. I think there's just understanding, like learning to understand your boundaries.
Yes, yeah.
Because
boundaries.
sometimes people can take you all the way to the next level. Like, I've been burnt so many times by people because of my kindness that you learn to know where to stop. And you need to read the energy of people. If they're not
Yeah.
going to give you the same amount of energy, then you need to step back.
Yeah, that's exactly
that's
it.
Yeah.
literally
Mine is I'm not the best at like emotionally connecting with
Yeah,
people.
emotional intelligence
Is that
she
in
what it
some
would be?
Yeah,
sense.
she doesn't really have emotional.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. I think if
I'm-
anything, though,
yeah.
it's just like stating what's up from the beginning.
But it's also like it can be a problem when, like, say someone wants to connect with you in that way, but I maybe wouldn't have been able to do that with them. So like it's good to have the balance with
Yeah.
him there as well. He can really connect with people, whereas I can like.
But you know what? I think that's an opportunity for you to grow in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like I've
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because before she was real blunt.
Because you already own a house,
Mhm.
so you're going to get equity off it. And will you guys look at buying more houses, or like what's the vibe in that space?
I probably wouldn't. I'd love to use the equity, but that depends on because I co-own it with my two brothers.
Awesome.
So it would have to be a joint decision. If we were to use equity, it'd probably end up just being under me and my brothers again. So if we were to buy a home, it would definitely be something separate.
I love that.
Yeah,
So how old were you guys when you bought your first home?
I was 21.
Just keeps getting crazier, eh?
I was 21.
When I was turning 21.
I was 21. I was living with my mum.
So how did you manage to save your deposit and things like that when you went into buying a house with your two brothers?
Oh, honestly, I didn't really have to save because I had been saving. Like,
So when did you start saving? What age?
since I could walk, man.
Wow.
Like, honestly, I saved pocket money.
So it's second nature.
yeah,
Like, and none of us had that, right?
Nah.
I love that. My gosh, your guys' kids are going to own a house at 10.
Oh, we're building towards that, so definitely.
Guys, I already know it. I already know it. They're going to put a house under their kids at 10 years old. I can already see the vision. I love that. Good on
But
you
yeah,
guys.
That's what it was like. It was, I had been saving since I was probably like 4.
Wow.
Paper runs, and I'd just get like, even if it was like $1 for helping. We all used to do paper runs, me and my brothers. And so my oldest brother would get the most, Hogan would get the second
Wow.
amount, and he would have to give me $1
Yeah.
just for like folding papers for them to deliver.
Wow. That is
Then-
awesome.
Yeah, we all got jobs really young. We all did like had pocket money, doing chores, and we've just always saved. I used to go to the bank with my dad and my mum, bank money over
Wow.
the counter.
Actually,
even
you
if
know
it was
what? I
like
did that too.
$10.
Yeah, I did that with my dad because
Write it in a checkbook.
yeah, because
Yeah.
at like school we used to have like a change thing that we could like save money as well back
Oh,
at school.
wow.
Yeah, thinking back to it now, and I had an ASB bank book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I had an ANZ book, and I'd go.
That's so
give
cool,
them the
man.
money. Yeah, on my bank book, I think I saved like $7,000, and I was like
what?
10 years old.
This just blows my mind.
Buying a house. Kids will buy a house at 10. Oh, wow.
Or maybe not 10, maybe like 12 or 14.
Who has $7,000 at
Man,
12
I
years
was
old?
getting
Eh?
just $5 lunch money in
Hard,
restaurant.
and that went straight on food, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
And your
saved
brothers were
it.
the same.
Yeah, they're even better.
Wow. And now you still you're still doing all of those bits and pieces in your life?
Yeah.
Wow.
All of us, we're all still doing the same thing. My Hogan, my middle brother, he has his own business now.
Oh, what does he do?
He's a Sparky, and he started his
Wow,
own electrical
awesome.
company, Hulk Electrical.
Awesome.
I'm very proud of that because
You should be.
I feel like I inspired him as well.
Is this the oldest?
No, he's the middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
And who's the oldest?
Curtis.
And what's he up to? Is he working a 9 to 5? And
Yep, he works a 9 to 5 as a data technician.
oh wow,
Yeah.
it's like your family's really like on it. Like they just know what's up, and everyone's heading in the right direction.
We've just always been taught to work. Like,
I get that.
yeah, we're just
Me too.
work orientated.
Don't know any different, eh?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
my parents aren't like, they're not business people. They don't own a business or anything. They just worked hard for their money. understood how to handle it, and that's how they bought, their house and properties.
Yeah, did you leave the business?
I think it was 2023. Yeah, 2023. I believe I fell off.
Yeah, because then when you came to that thing, that's when you were starting to come back in.
Yeah,
So it was 23 because that was last year.
Oh.
yeah. So
Hey.
yeah, that was last
Yeah.
year. Yeah, I think 2023. Pretty much after our Bali trip, then we went to Bali, and then I stopped doing business.
What made you stop?
I didn't find enjoyment in it. And I wasn't. Yeah, I just felt like I had to be someone I wasn't. That's why.
Wow.
Back to the whole authenticity part.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you want to show up as
You feel like you lost yourself.
Yeah, because I felt like I had to be a certain way, like seeing the way other leaders were leading.
Comparison?
Comparison, 100%, and I wasn't being authentically and true to me. So
I love that.
yeah, obviously, yeah, take time away, and then just realizing that this brown kid from Riwa being himself online is
Yeah.
like people love that. I'm like I literally go out to places and I'm like bumping into random people.
I'm sorry about you, famous guy.
No, but today
That's so
every time
cool.
we get to the mall, she's like, I wonder how much people you're gonna see today. Or, da, da, da. No, but like,
Well done.
but it's cool, like knowing that I had an impact, not like had an impact on someone's life, or like inspired somebody just from being a kid from Rewa, being authentic online.
I love that. That's cool, man. But
And,
like, what was the effect on your guys' relationship of him not doing business?
it was terrible.
Yeah.
He didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to talk about it, but then I would shy away from talking about it because I didn't want anything to clash, and
Yeah.
would have arguments. And because I've always been like about the business, I've never really stopped. And so I'd be like, why don't you just start again? And he's like, no, I don't want to start. It's like, oh, but why are you doing this? Like, what's your why? It's like, no, forget about my why.
Oh wow. Just really just anti. I don't want to know about it. Don't want to talk about it.
That was the vibe then.
And what made you come back?
I was in a better headspace. I was much happier with myself. It wasn't necessarily my surroundings, because like when we
Tell him
first
that.
when me and Dee first got together, like there was actually a time where we did like separate from each other early in our relationship.
Some space.
That was during her solo traveling, but that was because like I was constantly like loving on her, or like pouring on her, but not loving myself, pouring into myself. So I wasn't growing myself. And what
And
did you used to say?
I used to always tell him that you need to like be happy with yourself first before just loving on me.
Yeah.
Like
I love that.
He needed to learn how to just be happy.
Find his own happiness.
Yeah, and because I was his happiness, but he wasn't happy himself.
Gotcha.
So that's why.
So what made you find your happiness?
Honestly, just like, it sounds like
Filling your cup.
just filling my cup, and I was doing things that I never knew I enjoyed. Like,
What's that? What's something
going
that you do?
for hikes on my own.
Listen to this, guys.
Like, yeah, it sounds silly, but yeah, going for bush
No,
walks
it's
on
not
my
silly at all. It's because you
It's
like.
just-
I think it's the first time you got to know yourself.
Yeah, like you really get to know yourself.
Yeah,
especially
I
when
agree.
you're like you're walking out in nature, and it's just you and nature, and like
I love
felt
that.
was a beautiful thing, especially like an understanding, or even like little things like sitting at a cafe by yourself. I couldn't do that before.
Yeah, yeah. So finding your own inner confidence.
Yeah, and there's like times when these like with your friends, I'll literally go to an Indian restaurant and have butter chicken on my own.
Dude, I love that. You know what's funny? My daughter, she used to, I think she used to go watch movies by herself, but she loved her own company.
Yeah, I love my own company.
And I think that's beautiful. I think that does help you to become an individual, is by loving your own company.
Yeah. See, because I've just constantly, like, I've grown up just to constantly just
Do
love
for others.
do for others, do for others, do for others, but not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is not a bad thing. Like, I'm blessed to.
Of course, I totally get where you're come from. But like, because when I first got my Facebook, I first got Facebook in 2014, and my motto was "Love yourself before you love others."
Oh.
Yeah, but now I don't live by that, because with my walk with God, it's you have to love God in order to love yourself. So like it was a cool like 360 moment for
Yeah,
me to
that's it.
understand that. Yeah, cool, eh?
that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was gangster. I was like, yo, dropping all these like little sayings. So like, you know, you guys are back in business now and you guys seem like you're really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, yeah, I really have nothing to. And just saying for camera, like, I have genuinely got nothing to be mad about.
Awesome.
I'm genuinely,
So we just got to wait for the wedding, the kids.
I'm blessed now. I've done everything.
Blessed with enough.
Yeah, I'm blessed with enough. Definitely.
Me too. Me too.
Awesome.
I hope so. That was a blend.
Nah, I love that. That's beautiful. So like tell me, like there are probably there's millions and thousands of people that are super skeptic of what we do as affiliate marketers in the high ticketed space. What would you say to those that are skeptic, that are sitting on the fence, wanting to jump into the space but are still so super scared?
I feel like I was a little bit skeptical, especially coming from a different organization prior. But it's like I just went and educated myself first. Sometimes you gotta just give things a crack.
Agreed.
Like you're saying, trial and error, and I'm all about that, trial and error over and over and over again until you get it right.
Yeah.
And for me, Enagic was the right. So that's how I have stuck with this for 4 years and still going. Yeah.
Leroy?
I think my one is definitely like don't wait for life to hit rock bottom to
Ooh.
look into something else that's going to help you and grow.
Yeah.
We're just constantly waiting for a reason, like, and it's mainly like when we hit rock bottom to try something new and get better in life. Don't wait for those moments. Just tomorrow's never promised.
Agreed.
Tomorrow's never promised. So use your time wisely while you're here on earth, and what you would say, do God's work.
Yeah, 100%. I think one thing that I've taken away from you guys, and I think one thing I want to ask is you've both been super successful in this business. I mean, Dee, you're sitting at 6A and you're sitting at 5A. And I've explained this on my previous one, guys, that there is pieces of the pie and it goes all the way up to 8 pieces of the pie. And these guys are nearly there at the end of every pie, so which is super exciting. But what were some of the things that you guys had to do to be able to get to those 6A and 5A positions?
You go first. I'm still thinking.
Like honestly, it was just being open to changing, like being open to learning, being willing to become a new person, like
A student?
a student of the game, and like
Yeah.
wanting to do better. And honestly, it's just like it sounds cliche as, but it's like you have a shoot at the end of the day. I
That's
can
cool.
testify. I could like say like when I came into this business, I'm totally not the same dude. I was like fear number one fear gang, but
now you know what's up.
yeah, definitely like because what's my horizon is broadened sort of thing. Was that the same?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Horizons
yeah,
have broadened.
something I don't even know how
Hey,
to spell.
you guys get the gist.
You get what I mean?
You know what I mean? I'm super curious on this one.
Nah, honestly, trial and error.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I played to my strengths a lot.
What are your strengths? I'm curious.
Having fun.
Yep.
And I always say, like, I've said this a lot to you as well. Like, my content back in the day and even my content now, I feel like I focus a lot around the desire because I didn't
Cool.
come from a place of pain. Like I didn't start this business because I needed more money. I didn't start this business because I was broke. I started because I wanted to gain more time. I wanted to do what people desire to do, which is the traveling,
Yeah.
looking at buying a second home. It's all things that are really exciting. And so my content was focused on the exciting stuff, and like naturally people want to be a part of that. That's what I feel anyway.
I love that.
But I've always been really authentic around the content that I've put out. I've never tried to
Be something you're not.
yeah, and like be like another leader. And I think the people watching my content will see that too. and that's kind of what's helped me grow.
I love that. Did you hear that, guys? Desire. Because, like, what about yourselves? What are some of the things that you guys want to do for goals in the next like 5 to 10 years?
For me, like I'll definitely, I want to get into the property market. Own my first home.
I love that.
Because just it was never something that was spoken about. I didn't know my dad wanted a house. Remember?
Yeah,
I just found out my dad wanted a house, so definitely doing that.
That's a vibe.
And when I started this journey like 4 years ago, I had the idea of like starting something for like in South Auckland, like a hub or something that like the youngins can come there and just
Dude, like a youth center.
yeah, but like just implementing like entrepreneurial stuff instead of you know how I think we already have that for like for musos, like
Yes,
like
correct,
a little house for
correct.
music, but
But something around entrepreneurship.
yeah, like getting into like
Like a starter up kind of
yeah,
vibe.
so like just sharing options.
That's beautiful.
Well, like that's
I can already see it.
yeah, that's something I haven't really worked on it now as like goals have like changed, like everything like has
Of
changed a
course,
bit,
because
but
everything changes as you grow.
yeah, but it's definitely something that like isn't out of the picture like in the future. I would love to do that by giving back, because like how gangster is it to be a business owner? You like there's a different way of being a gangster.
Yeah.
Being like
That's gang gang.
that's gang gang. Yeah.
I feel like that's our word.
Yeah, gang gang.
I'm gonna be like Leroy gang gang.
Nah, that's
Now
now.
I'm gonna comment on every one of your content. I'm gonna be like gang gang. Hashtag behind the scenes joke.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nah, yeah, that's
How about you, D?
Oh, my goals would be to have a property, another one.
Yep.
I
Well, where's your future going with Dream Rentals? How's that going?
you really enjoy it.
I really enjoy Dream Rentals, and I'd love to have like an actual space for it.
Yeah.
So at the moment,
Like a brick and mortars, like an actual like store?
Nah, I still would want to keep it home
Cool.
based because I like the home based.
Yeah, it's less
vibes.
relaxed, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't actually have a space at my house to do Dream Rentals, so I'm doing it out of my room.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I'd love to have a bigger space for Dream Rentals where people can actually come and try on in like a more professional setting.
Yeah.
I've always been a bit embarrassed about not having a setting like
Don't be embarrassed. I think it's amazing. You could even get a cabin.
See, I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
I just don't have any space at my house for a cabin. We have like a little patio.
Because how many rooms? 3 rooms?
3 bedrooms.
Yeah, yeah.
And
your siblings are with you?
Yep.
Yeah.
My siblings as well. And one of my siblings' partners.
Those ones might have to turn the lounge into it.
But yeah, I'd love to have a space for that. I really want to find a normal 9 to 5 job that I'll enjoy and that I'm learning more. But also, like when you're talking about the other day, that person that came around and did that financial talk, I'd love to do that.
So why don't you do it?
I just haven't looked into it.
All you got to do is just like, I think you just got to drop into like these courses that you can like will help you understand how to format it, and then you can start putting yourself out there as a contractor.
Yeah, because I feel like that's something I'm genuinely passionate about.
You guys are watching this. She's gonna do it.
Yeah, because we're already like you're already
do it
that with our own team,
yeah.
Like helping them with their money, like.
I think you're your own boss. I don't think you need a 9 to 5. I think you just need to solidify.
That's what I say.
Yeah, solidify a
really?
contracting space that will put yourself out there to be able to speak. Even at schools would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
You sound like you're very aligned with what I want to do, but I'm in a different aspect. Like you're looking at that, but I'm looking more at leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I reckon would be so cool because it's it's a massive skill that plays in
100%.
a big part of
massive
everyone's
skill.
lives.
I feel like it's probably 80% of what you need to do.
There you go. And it's something
It's
I know the
huge.
basics, and people need to know the basics so that they can implement it into their own lives.
And you've got a very calm nature to you, so you'd
Oh,
be
do I?
you'd be a really good teacher in that space.
I've never been told that before.
Really?
I don't have a calm nature.
I find you quite calming. I think it's to understand you to know. Because like you're very like with yourself, like you just know what you talk about, you know what you want. And so for me that's calming, because sometimes people that are all over the place, it's not calming because they're so like chaotic, their mind's chaotic, so they're not thinking like exactly what they want to directly do. But you're calming because you know what's up.
Well, I didn't think of it like that. But yeah, those are some things I'd like to do, and obviously traveling more as well.
Yeah, definitely traveling more.
Love that. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us on I Am Me with A&P. I'm so grateful that I got to have these guys come through and have the meanest conversations. But besides that, like I always say, God is good all the time, God is good. And I will see you on the next episode. Till fast we for.
Bye.